This is a Chinese department store. I have here the PAR64 LED conversion kit, which allows you to convert a regular PAR into an RGB LED DMX controllable unit. It's an innovative design by CDS. Doesn't take much to convert your PARs. There's no drilling or soldering required. These have an auto pattern. They're strobable. They can run through all the colours using RGB mixing. So I'll get on with it and show you how to install. I have here a couple of tools, a pair of cutters, a couple of screwdrivers, just a Phillips and a flathead, a PAR can, a regular PAR can, which I'm sure you'll have if you're looking at this product. I've already gone to the liberty of taking out the bowl and unscrewing it from the block here, just the two wires, and taking the bowl out. But I have kept the spring in because we'll be using that as a part of the conversion. Okay, so the postman came. He delivered your package. You're very proud. You have a whole lot of boxes full of conversion kits. What we're going to do is take one, open it up. Inside the box you'll find all of the components nicely wrapped and packaged to export quality. Open it up here. The main component, bubble wrap stuck there, is the LED circuit with a power supply and the DMX controlling circuit attached. We also have in the bag the control unit, which is your DMX plugs and dip switches and a fuse and the wires required to connect that. And it also comes with a bag full of zip ties, which you'll be needing to install. So, all the bubble wrap back in the box. That's optional, you can chuck it on the ground if you want. Wait for your wife to get angry. Alright. So, the first thing that we'll do is we'll use some zip ties. And what we're going to do is place those zip ties through these holes here, which all PAR cans have. Just through one hole, through the other, and zip it up on the inside. Just loosely, don't over tighten the zip ties, just get them to clamp. So we will repeat the process. Okay, so we have four zip ties installed around these circles. They're all they're all quite loose, and that's them. The next component that we'll install is the main circuit board. So we'll take out the spring, which used to hold your incandescent light in. So we then take the LED circuit and we put these zip ties in each of the holes. There's 4 holes that surround the board. Okay, so the zip ties, there's 4 holes around the board and they're all loosely installed. Now you take your spring and you place it through all 4 of these holes. Okay, again, it's important not to over tighten these zip ties yet, but Now we'll just tighten them to a point so that it holds the circuit against the spring. Tighter. Alright, once you have it looking like this, ready to place the whole thing into your can, pushing the spring down. Okay, now do the zip ties up tight here. Again, not over tightening. Okay, and cut to length. Now we have the main circuit installed into our part van. Next, we're going to install the control unit. Quite simple. Take all the wires, push them through the hole at the top, and the control unit just pops nicely onto the top there. Open. So once we've pushed the cap into place, take another zip tie, the top cap, and then through the zip tie in the breather holes, and zip. And repeat. Okay, and then chop all of your loose ends. Don't chop the wires. Okay, now all these zip ties are a good material for this job because these LEDs are low heat emitting and we use switching power supplies. The whole unit runs quite cool and they won't have any fault or any problems at all. Let's talk now about connecting all these wires up. We've got a few wires here, quite simple to do the job. The first thing we're going to do is connect the ribbon cable for the diff switches to the only plug on the board which has the right amount of pins for such a thing. There you go, it's connected. Okay, next we'll connect the DMX line. This goes to the DMX plugs on the back of the board. There's 3 pins here, this is a 3-pin. There's only one 3-pin line. Just connects onto the board here. And then we have 2 wires running from the fuse. Here and here. We take our Phillips head screwdriver, make sure the terminal's loose to fit the wire into. Feed the wire into the power supply. Do the screw up. And we're in business. Okay, finally we're going to insert the power lines into this block here. This yellow one's running from the fuse. We include fuses in these modules so that if there's a power surge or some sort of unwanted current, the fuse will pop instead of the module or the machine. So we insert the wire into the block. That's one side. And then we have a brown wire that comes from the power supply, which we also insert into the block. Tighten the screw on the block here. And there we go. Everything's in tight. Close the lid, bring the spring, and there's our LED Par 64, nice and ready to go. Beautiful.